My overall thoughts on Freya first. Starting out, when we first started playing her, she seemed really fun, right? Super unique gameplay. Her movement was a lot of fun. There's a lot of tech involved that you can do. It makes for the gameplay really refreshing. And I don't really see it being too much of an issue when they're on the enemy team. I don't see Freya being like obviously she can get annoying, but not any more than any other hero really can. So I don't really think that she's bad for the game. Obviously some tweaking that can go on. But I do want to say, after playing 100 games of Freya, that she is, in my opinion, objectively one of the funnest heroes they've released in a while. I hate playing quick play. If I don't have the essence of competitive play in it, I get really bored of quick play real quick. And I will say I enjoyed a good 90 of those games. I just had a blast that entire time. I obviously started getting a little bored there towards the end. Just because I honestly wanted to take her into comp at that point. I feel like we learned a lot about how she's played. The tech, like we got, in my opinion, I got her like to maybe like what 85% of my skill level could be with Freya. And the rest of the time it's gonna be like 15%. The other 15% is gonna be really mastering her when she comes out, if we choose to do that. But I have to say, at first, she seemed very underwhelming. She seemed like a lot of her abilities weren't great, right? Her take aim, I felt like wasn't rewarding enough when you hit it. I felt like her primary was shooting pellets. And her mobility was always good. But as far as like, it didn't feel that rewarding. And then especially the ultimate, I honestly thought the ultimate was trash. And what I came to find out by the end is that her ultimate is just something you have to make sure you're targeting the right heroes with and following up with. So just like any other part of Overwatch, once you kind of learn the hero, you start to realize what strengths they have. That can be really good. So if you're playing Freya and you feel like she is underwhelming, just trust me on this. Give it some time, man. Give it some time on figuring her out, getting to learn her mobility, getting to learn how to live, and also deliver value at the same time is a delicate balance with her for sure. The other thing is that she's actually really, she can be played in a lot of different ways, which not all heroes are like that, which is one of the reasons I like playing Mei a lot, is that Mei can be played in so many different ways. She can be played as a brawl character. She can be played as a poke character. She can even be played in dive effectively if you know how to use her wall correctly and her pressure to maybe like support your backline. She's a very versatile hero in how she can be played. It's just whether you know how to play it like that. If you're familiar enough with the hero to play it like that, I think it's one of the things that makes Mei so much fun for me to play, is that every game I can play that hero, but play her differently every single game, which is really cool. Freya is exactly like that. I'm telling you. You can play her with dive and dive in really hard on a backline, be able to support shots like that. You can play it as a poke hero, going for long shots against other snipers or just characters in general. Always playing passively and whittling down the enemy. You can use it. You can play her in a brawl even, making sure that you're putting pressure on the front line while your melees. Obviously, it's probably not as effective as other melee heroes, but you can still play her like that 100%. She's a ton of fun. There's definitely a lot of techs. So I'm going to make a guide on how to play Freya. I'm going to take a little bit of time to really reflect on this weekend, because we played 100 games. So I'll probably take a second to really review how I feel after I post this video on YouTube. And I'll hopefully, if you're watching this when it's out, I'll link to it. If you're not, make sure you subscribe so you can see the guide. But I think actually there's a lot that we learned in those 100 games, and I don't think they're going to be changing it when they release the hero, because she seems fundamentally good. Like, it works. The things just work, which is really good. I think they really nailed Freya. And it's going to be minor tuning. We'll probably see when they release her. I don't think she's broken. Or maybe if she is, she might just be a tiny bit broken, but I don't think people have given her enough time to play it to realize how broken she is. So I would not be surprised when they launch her if there's a slight nerf. I'm telling you, I'm going to call it now. They're going to do a very tiny nerf, and everyone's going to be like, why are they nerfing Freya? She's terrible. I'm telling you, it's going to happen, and everyone's going to be so confused about it because they didn't play her enough. So that's what's going to happen with that. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of tech, which I'll explain in the guide when I release it, that you can do to play her in different various formats. But I think the overall consensus, for me at least, is that I enjoy her a lot. I heard some mixed reviews from people playing her. Some people in the games that I had, they all had mixed reviews on whether she was fun or not. I heard both sides of the argument. I think both are valid for why you might like to play her, why you might not like to play her. But as a Mei player, I feel like I locked into her immediately. It felt very natural to play her. If you do play heroes like Mei, like projectile heroes, it's going to be very familiar for you after you play her for a little bit. The movement will be new, but actually, like using the take aim and like the primary and how to engage on people, I feel like you're going to pick it up pretty quick, and you're going to realize a lot of the skills with Mei, especially specifically mechanically with her aim, are going to translate really well into Freya. So I definitely recommend giving her a chance. And one of the best things about her, dude, I love it, is that she is great with Farah, dude. She can knock Farah out so quick, and I love it. It's so nice. So it's definitely something to get good to have in your kit if you run into Farah players, because she's great against her, dude. She's great. Also, obviously, much more survivable against Doomfist. So if you have trouble with Doomfist, Junkrat can still be an issue sometimes, but obviously, you just play your distance, all that good. So all the typical counters for Mei. She deals with pretty good. So if you're struggling with Mei in a match, Freya is going to be a great thing to swap to. It's really filling a lot of those gaps that you'll have. So, but for everybody else, I definitely recommend picking her up. She's fun. Definitely worth giving her a shot, whether now during the trial weekend or when she releases on April 22nd. So we got like a month until she releases, but very excited about it. Fun hero, good tech, good mechanics, feels great to play. A lot of stuff to play around with. Her perks make sense. All her perks are useful in some way. One set of perks is great for playing poke or brawl. One set of perks is great for playing with dive or against dive. And you can kind of mix and match them too, depending on what they're playing. They're all really good. So those are my final thoughts. Love to hear what you guys have to say about Freya. Feel free to let me know. We've talked a lot about it live on stream. You guys can come join us at twitch.tv/spooky show if you want to talk along with us as we explore new stuff. But yeah, we'll be working on that guide and all that other stuff. So that's the video. We'll see you. Hopefully next video will probably be either a Freya game that we played or the Freya guide. So keep up to date with that. So she was fun. Very excited about it. Great new hero addition to the roster. Really like her.